This is crazy that you guys want us to talk and lose, because I actually hate losing. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing about this. Holy, I'm supposed to be good at, I can't multitask for shit. I go by the name of Ninetyfour, Instagram EST94. I want to give a shout out to Pushthewall, even though it looks like I'm gonna lose both of the games I played today. It's kind of cheesy me. Originally I was born in Scarborough, and I grew up in Ajax, Durham region, and then I moved out to Oshawa 2 years, and after that I moved to Florida. Pretty much lived a lot of places, but it was super dope, man. I think it molded me to the person I am today. I feel like being from anybody from Toronto or the GTA has like a certain what's the word I'm looking for, patriotic, like patriotism about them, if that's actually a word. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm trying to say, like, pretty much we're like really confident about where we're from. And you know, right now I actually live in BC, but like just being out there, it's crazy to see like the confidence that people from the East End have. Like, you know, I didn't really know too much about BC until I moved there, but it's just crazy to see that the natural confidence that you get from being from the East End or from Toronto, you know, in itself, which is cool. Played a lot of sports, actually, surprisingly, but once I knew that I was not gonna be too tall, I kind of gave up on my hooping dreams, but I'm still nice. You can still get the work. Other than that, I was big into acting. I like to act a lot. I started with that. I thought I was gonna be on the Disney Channel back in the days. Those are pretty much my hobbies. I'll go outside, you know how we do when we're kids. We go play Nicky Nine Doors and all those different things, you know? This guy's slapping me right now. He's not gonna beat me this next game. This is crazy that you guys want us to talk and lose, because I actually hate losing. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing about this. Holy, I'm supposed to be good at, I can't multitask for shit. That's a crazy thing too. Music was huge in my household. I come from a West Indian background, so both my parents are originally from Jamaica. And just growing up, my dad always had like a crazy sound system in the house, and he would always bump tunes. Like, he had over 4,000 or 5,000 CDs. He had like these 8 CD cases that stood about like this tall. And like, he had all these crazy collections from R&B to dancehall to reggae, even a little bit of hip hop. So he had a wide selection, and I think that's where like a lot of my music taste comes from, just hearing music a lot, like as a kid and stuff like that, and being around that. And then obviously I grew up in the church too, so I was always a part of, like, my mom was the choir director, so I was always a part of choir. And that's where I think my versatility comes from, with like, I'm able to rap and I'm able to switch into singing or being melodic or whatever it comes to. I gotta ride with Pikachu again. I think at first, when I wasn't taking music seriously, I was kind of doing it just to like get that like attention, and you know, like I like music. Like, it's always been something that's been there for me, like from moving a lot. Like, as I said, like I started Ajax, Oshawa, Florida, and now I'm in BC. So like, obviously I'm switching friend groups, but when I didn't have friends, I would always have something to fall back on. So I just feel like music was always there for me, you know? This one I'm playing right now was definitely one of my favorite video games on Nintendo 64, James Bond 007. As I got older, I started just getting stuck on sports games. I'm a huge basketball fan, so like Live 05 was probably my favorite sports basketball game. Now I like 2K, all the 2Ks, 2K18. I'm on 19 right now, and then the new one's coming out. Yo, I used to watch this show. I don't know if you guys know the show Smart Guy. Everybody used to think I was TJ Henderson. Back in the day, I used to have that same mushroom cut with the curls on the top. So like, I used to watch Smart Guy a lot. That's So Raven, I used to like that show. But right now I don't really watch too much TV, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, I was super nervous to drop my first track, but the type of kid that I didn't really let nerves stop me. You know, I dropped my first track with a music video, I'm pretty sure, actually. That's how sick I was, you know? I'm like, you know what? Like, after I heard the mix, honestly, it kind of made my confidence boosted up, because sometimes I didn't know about auto-tune and stuff like that, and like how, like, when you put it on your vocals, like how much, like, it didn't make like the craziest difference, but it just smoothed it out to a point where I was like, whoa, like, this is really sick. So I want to give a shout out to auto-tune too for giving me some confidence, you know? I don't use it as much anymore all the time, but I mean, it's definitely a good tool if you know how to use it properly. The first album I ever bought actually was the Carter 3. I wasn't too big on, it sounds weird, but back in the day, I never really listened to music unless I was on like YouTube, or like the craziest thing I'm going to even say is LimeWire. Like, I was torrenting that music, you know what I'm saying? I was on DatPiff, finding all like the new mixtapes where I can find the new tunes and tell my friends like I heard the new track first and stuff like that. So I wasn't really buying too much albums, but I remember when I was a really big Lil Wayne fan at one point, and the Carter 3 came out, and I wanted to just buy it to support it. Another album I bought after that was Take Care, because I was really proud of like the movement that Drake was doing for Toronto in that moment. Yeah, so I recently dropped a project called Best Regards. If you've been following my music, my first debut project was titled It's Yours. My collective name is called Yours Truly. It's all kind of based off of being yourself sincerely. So as in what that means, if you write a letter, when you end your letter, you end it in terms, you can end it with a term like yours truly, or best regards, or even a simple phrase is saying it's yours. It depends what type of letter you're writing. I just feel like I was at a point in my career where I wanted to go back and kind of increase my my branding and just give purpose to what I'm releasing, if that makes sense to you guys. So I titled this album Best Regards because I just wanted to give my fans and the people that have been listening to me from the beginning something that was sincerely theirs. So as it goes back to like my collective name, which is Yours Truly, I just feel like Best Regards is a really good representation of a way that I would end a letter that I'm giving to someone. Here's 10 tracks, best regards. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get back. I'm gonna use Captain Falcon with the Falco punch. You guys know that one? He's sick with that. He has those, eh? I can't keep taking L's like this. I'm trying to focus, but I can't. Oh, you have 2K?
Yeah.
All right, let me run some 2K actually. Before I keep on embarrassing myself right now. I don't know if many of you know, but like I said, I moved out to BC, and a lot of the BFR guys, they come down there sometimes and they make music and stuff like that. So I have some close ties with some of the guys in BFR, and I hit up one of a guy named Tommy. He lined me up with a presser feature earlier in my career, and then I've been a fan of YG for a little bit. I just really like his style and his sauce that he has with his music. I sent him 2 tracks actually. I sent him another track that's more his style, and I sent Activate hoping actually he would like that one more, because I just thought it was something different that he doesn't really go on a lot. And surprisingly enough, when they heard that one, that was the one that they liked the most, and he sent the verse back right away actually. It took like 30 minutes to an hour. Freestyles, you know, off the top, so it's pretty dope. The verse was hard. I got the track, I got it mixed, and then we were both in Toronto at the same time, and we linked up and did the video. So everything was proper, you know? I think the biggest difference is obviously the growth and maturity. It's Yours, I dropped, I think it was 2015 or 2016. Still to this day, it's definitely like a classic for me, and one of my favorite tapes that I've ever dropped. But Best Regards, I feel like the difference is with that one is just the growth and the maturity. You could tell like my content, the stuff I'm talking about, my rhyme schemes, my lyrics, my songwriting. I think everything's more in the pocket. Everything's a little bit more tightened. But I do think they have a lot of similarities, so it's kind of hard for me to say difference. That's why I kind of came back with similar titling and branding for it, because I feel like they had a similar nostalgia to it, you know, a similar feeling. I make music all different types of ways. Like usually I tell people like I can't make a song unless the beat doesn't speak to me, because that sounds kind of weird, but what happens is like I hear a certain beat and the song will already be made, as weird as that sounds. So kind of takes me longer to make music because of that, but I've just realized I have to listen to more and more beats. Sometimes doing that, your ear could get tired, but the beat literally speaks to me. Like half the time I make a song, or 70% I make the song, and it's already made for me. Like, I don't know, I think it's just a gift that God blessed me with. Like I hear the song and then it's there. Like it's just, I could hear the exact melody. I could hear exactly what I want to do on it. Oh, I had a big crush on Jessica Alba for a long time. She was one of my screensavers for a minute. You guys know that. I was just talking to her the other day. I had a crazy dream like when I was younger about her. I'm not gonna talk about that on the camera, but it was it was a real dream. I never had one of those, but that was the real one with her. Friggin' Jessica Alba, I had a lot of crushes. Like pretty much every girl that was popping that was pretty, I had a crush on. I like a couple spots. I'm a eater too, so like I can't even really tell you a favorite spot. Like I switch it up all the time. Like sometimes I'll feel like I want to go to Copacabana, and then sometimes I'll feel like I want to go eat a burger at Top Gun. You know, like I like a range of foods. I don't even have a favorite place. Like if I'm gonna be super honest with you, I don't even want to say I have a favorite place when I don't. I think it's just healthy competition. You know, like I love when I see somebody book something or do something that I've wanted to do or been wanting to do. It shows me that it can be done. You always got to feel like you're the best, you know, or like you just have to feel like that. It's not even like it's not even that you're cocky or overconfident. It's just that if any profession that you do, you have to feel like you're the best, because if you don't feel like that, then what's the point of doing what you're doing? Because everybody strives to be the best. And like I said, I'm a big believer of energy and manifestation. So if I believe that I'm the best, then I am the best to me, right? And like, I feel like my opinion and God's opinion is what matters most on my life, you know? So just like you guys got to feel like you're the best interviewers and you're the best at what you do, right? My goals for this upcoming year is just to increase my fan base. I think that's my goal every year, just to be able to create some more engagement, do some more interesting things, get out there more, let people know myself, do some more interviews like this, you know, get people. I think people are a little bit interested in figuring out who I am more. I think I've been a little bit of a closed book other than my music, so I think I'm just gonna open up a little bit more, let people know who I am, increase my fan base, do some traveling, and I think I'm just gonna release more music than I've ever released in my whole entire life. So you guys should look up for that.